Work-life coffee. So good. Welcome to Ridge Life. I'm Tim, and today on Ramblings, I'm going to be giving some work-life coffee away on Ridge Life's Tuesday Night Live tomorrow night. So don't you miss that, okay? I'm going to give some more work-life coffee away. Good stuff, Elvis. Good stuff. What a weekend. I haven't seen you guys in 2 days. I've been doing Ramblings pretty much 6 days a week since I retired. And this weekend, I didn't give you a single video. I know, I missed them too, Elvis. But I've been busy. I've been real busy. Learning and helping. I believe that's something very important that we should all continue to do, is learn and help. And this weekend was an amazing helping, learning weekend. Of course, you know, at the end of last week, at the beginning of the weekend, I went over to a friend's and got to learn all about Highland cattle and Brahma cattle and Frisian horses and quarter horses and how to take care of, donkeys, and I learned a lot. And they were some beautiful animals. Well, Saturday, I went over to Nashville, Tennessee, north of Nashville. Now, you guys remember, I'm not in Arkansas. Some people think that I live in Arkansas because all my friends over in Arkansas. But actually, I live in West Tennessee, just east of Memphis, Tennessee. So I've got family over in Nashville area, north of Nashville, Kingston Springs, Dixon area. Beautiful up there. Oh my gosh. Just a beautiful country. And they are 100% off grid. They've been off grid for at least 3 or 4 years. I know, Elvis, it's pretty cool. I mean, it's pretty cool to think that. They have a Amish built cabin. In Tennessee, you are not allowed to live in a drop-in shed. So there's no shed to houses in Tennessee. You're not allowed to. It's against state law anywhere in Tennessee. But they got an Amish-built cabin, so it was made for living. It was not a shed that is converted. So it was Amish-built cabin, but it's very similar to a shed. But again, it was built for occupancy. They had it delivered down into a valley between two mountains. And guys, David thinks he's got a mountain on Come On Mountain. No. Now, they do have big mountains over there in Arkansas, Mount Magazine and all that. But over there in Nashville, my family members, they lived down in a valley between two huge... The road leading down to their place is pretty steep and crooked. Makes the ridge look like the Great Plains, I'll tell you that. Even though White Rock's ridge has nothing to compare to what my family has over there north of Nashville. But so I went over there, and they were upgrading their solar. And I told them, hey, I'm a Signature Solar affiliate now. Let me help you with this. So they purchased a full solar system. They already had solar panels. They purchased some more, but they already had solar panels, a solar array. I think they had 4,000 watts of solar. Now they're adding to it. Now I'm going with 24,000 watts of solar. So their system was a little bit smaller than the system I'm doing. And so they did a complete upgrade, and they were still on the old solar when I went over there. So we got a dolly, and we moved 700 pounds of batteries and the server rack. Remember when I did my 1,400 pounds of batteries and server racks? Well, I had help this time, luckily. So we loaded in 6 100-pound Signature Solar EG4 batteries. Now I've got the EG4 LS. They've got the Life Power, EG4 Life Power. Just a little bit different. Very similar though. Just a different model, I guess you'd say. And I got all those put in, and oh my goodness, getting those batteries in that rack, even with assistance, was pretty tough. It was pretty tough. Now, I did not get to film any of the solar upgrade, because we had it powered up. We had the batteries powered up when I left. We were charging. Did not get to film any of that. They are very private people, and I respect that immensely. I did take a picture in their backyard. See, they live down in that valley, and their backyard, their back patio or deck is right next to a constantly flowing spring-fed creek. Matter of fact, they get their water from that creek. They don't have a well. They suck that water right off the creek. And David Warren, or Dave, come to Homestead and call me. So they suck that water right off the creek. All right, buddy, hold on. And they have a tank they store it in. And anyway, so I went back to that creek and I took a couple pictures. I shared them on I believe on this channel. So hopefully you saw those. I don't think I did that as a member only on RidgeLife. And so I took a break and I just sat next to the creek and enjoyed that. But we set the batteries up. So I wired all the batteries up. They had six of these 100 amp hour 48 volt batteries. They were on a 24 volt system. But I wired all the batteries up, set all the communication cables up. I showed them, how it's all doing. We torqued all the bolts and everything, got the server rack set up. And we did not power up their inverter because they were still on their old system, and they had a electrician coming in to switch it over for them. And so I didn't get to do that day, but I did go through all their settings. And for setting up, they're 100% off grid in that EG4 XP 6000 XP inverter, all-in-one inverter. Went over all the switches, all the settings, which one they had to change, and they told me Sunday that it all went flawlessly, and they were super impressed about how long the batteries last and keep them running off grid, because anytime they would run their mini split and other things and their refrigerator and all that, with their old system they had issues. With the EG4 they don't have any of those issues. They also had a charge verter, so if the batteries were to go low and it didn't have enough solar for the inverter to charge the batteries, you could plug in off a generator using this charge verter, and we used that. We had their generator going, and I got it all wired in, and they were charging their batteries off the charge verter. Cool. So I learned a lot, because I've been studying up on my system, and their system is very, very similar. So I went through and I actually got to do it. So that was really cool. So when I go to do mine, I'm already going to have some experience doing it. So good. Work Life Coffee. I get so many comments about me drinking on my ramblings, and there's actually a mental condition. I don't know. It's an aversion to sipping sounds. Some people do not like to hear slurp, slurp, sip, sip. I ain't talking about eating with your mouth full or smacking or anything, which that is there's another medical psychological terminology for that. But so good. So if you do have that condition, I do apologize for, but it's what I do. I drink coffee, I drink Coke Zero, I drink Dr. Pepper. I have not had it with pickles yet. Guys, it is cooler today. It was warm this weekend, but it got cooler. I believe it got below zero for the last time this year. And I'm banking on that because I took off all the underpinning insulation this weekend. So it is all off. I got to take it up to the ridge. I still do not have my side-by-side shifter working. I've got to load it up onto the trailer and take it up to Kubota and have them rip it all apart under it, because it's got so many skid plates and everything, and they can put it up on the lift and take care of it in 30 minutes. Whereas if I don't even want to think about it. So that's why I'm not fixing that shifter linkage myself, because it's just I've been under it before, and I've changed my own oil and do all that stuff. Not the transmission fluid and everything, but yeah, I don't want to tear that apart. So right now I'm using my old four-wheeler, and my old four-wheeler's got a flat tire that I got a plug in that the plug's not holding, so I gotta fix that tire. And I still ain't got my truck back yet. I dropped my truck off last Monday, a week ago today, and I ain't heard nothing from them. And I did take it to a dealership that I don't normally deal with, where I got my bed cover, because they had it available, or that's where they could deliver it. So I'm kind of concerned. I ain't heard nothing about my truck yet, because I got some big things I got to take care of with that truck. Big things. Big things. Now today, right now the wind is not blowing that hard, which is great, but the wind's supposed to be coming through because we have a huge storm coming in tomorrow. I've got to get up on the ridge and get on the tractor. I got a lot more dirt work to take care of, and I'm going to give you something that you've been asking for a long time. And I'm excited about it. So hopefully I'll film that today, get all that done before the storm comes in tomorrow, because we're supposed to get storms tomorrow, and then on Wednesday we're supposed to have 40-mile-an-hour sustained winds throughout the day. So flying a drone or having a microphone work doesn't work too well. But I do have a video coming out today, which I'm kind of embarrassed about. Epic fail. It's one of those videos. It's an epic fail. Wait till you see it. I kind of alluded to it on Ramblings last week, but it's an epic fail. It was one of those things that I said I was going to get to you, and I did it, and it didn't quite turn out the way I expected. On both sides of the equation, I did two things in this video, two different tasks, two different projects, and neither of them were as expected. I mean, it was not all bad. You're going to enjoy it, I think. But it's epic fail. I prefer the epic successes to the epic fails, but that's life. You know, you gotta take your downs with your ups, and this one was a down, a little bit of a downer. I do appreciate y'all watching me. Elvis, I know I appreciate them too. They're very. I got these good people. These are really good people here. I hear geese. You hear all those geese? There's geese flying over. Yeah. But yeah, I got you guys are some great people to watch. I did that video last week where I was leveling out the solar carport footer pedestals, and that was fun. A little bit different video than I normally do. And I did get some comments, and this is something I talked to my friends about. I talk a lot. Duh, Tim, you talk a lot. Some people were saying, we'd prefer you not to give us the play-by-play on everything you do. Just work. Just video the work, maybe throw in a little background music and just work. Don't tell us what you're doing until you start it or you get it done. And that's so hard for me. I don't like those silence periods. So I'm gonna try to start doing a little more of that, adding, not talking so much. Obviously on Ramblings, this is all I do on Ramblings, is talk. But on my edited videos on RidgeLife, maybe not give you so much of the play-by-play as I'm doing things you already know exactly what I'm doing. So, I'm gonna try it. This video coming out today is already filmed, so you have to give me a pass on this one, okay? Yeah, but don't forget, tomorrow night, Tuesday night on RidgeLife, Tuesday Night Live, 7 p.m. Central, I'll be giving away Work-Life Coffee. Good stuff. Good stuff. And actually, I got a notification I sold some more Signature Solar equipment, which I appreciate. I get a commission for that. Helps pay the bills. Thank you very much. Doesn't cost anybody anything extra to use my links, but does help me out a lot. Same thing with my Amazon links. I think I mentioned that last week. I got a little Amazon store down below, and if you use that as your storefront to buy whatever you want on Amazon, not just what I've got in my store, you just kind of start at my place and then go Amazon shopping. I don't know what you buy. It doesn't tell me, Jamie bought this or Ellie bought that. But it does help me out. I get a little commission and doesn't cost you anything extra, so I appreciate that. Let's see here. Grandma Carol's doing really well. Tater's doing really well. Morgan's doing really well. Alyssa and Adelie and Jarrett and Tyler, they're all doing well. Having some really good times with friends here in West Tennessee. So very, 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 very good time right now. Very, very good time. My heart is full. My heart is full. And hopefully your heart is full too. We just came out of Valentine's, February. Now we're into March. Spring is upon us. The daffodils are blooming everywhere. I know it's a little chilly today, but I guarantee, I promise you, spring is coming. I do need to go get some more propane for the ridge crib though, because I got a feeling with all the cold weather we've had, I've used a lot of it. With the the water heater and the backup propane heater. I definitely don't want to run out of that again. I'm going to try to take some cold shower. But I have said, I think when David and Mike come to help me put the solar carport up, the big steel structure, I think when they leave, I think one of the next things I'm going to do after they leave is move the ridge crib to the ridge. I think that's I think I'll be in a position at that point to do that. I won't be running off the new solar. That's still going to be a ways out. I got electrical. I got to do electrical permitting for that, which I'm not looking forward to. But I do have the other solar I can run my ridge crib off of, and the new generator. Yeah, I still got to do a product review on that new generator. So all right, guys, I'm going to finish this up. I've got to go get the old blue started up and warmed up. I got to get all that stuff taken up to the ridge. I don't know if I'm going to do that today, or I might need to do it before the storm comes. It might all blow away. But I got lots of stuff to take care of, and I'll bring you along with the camera, and you'll get to see what's happening on Ridge Life. So, guys, I love every single one of you, and until next time, hope everyone has a blessed day. Keep rambling, and go Ridge Life. Woo!